Yeah, boy. We played the RuneScape. We played the RuneScape real good, boys. Ooh, we playing it today. Ooh, we playing it today, family. I'm so clappy and happy to be here playing the RuneScape today. It's been a long day of twerking and working, but we're here. And when you're here, you're family. Oh, family. I can't wait. Can't wait to be the biggest boy in RuneScape. But we have many levels to go to be a maximized boy. Hi, MVP. Oh, it's so good to be here with the family. My competition? Why? I was catching up. You're catching up in mining? Oh, no. We gotta get big levels here, family. I'm just trying to slowly eke my way into the big. How many levels? How many things do we need? I don't know. 300 mithril bars. I think we're like halfway there. And we'll get 60 magicals on the way. I'm doing the same thing as you. Oh, family! It's such a good method, though. I like it so much. Like, if I had everything else done on the account that I need to get done in this era, I'm burning out. Yeah. This is a very click-intensive method for surezies. But if I had everything else done on the account that like I want to get done in this era before the next like game updates come in, this would be what I would do while actively playing, and then like probably Maples would be what I would do for... no, if I'm like super needing to AFK, probably Magics, right? Like for now use, obviously, because I don't have 75, but then Magics. Three days straight is wild to do this. The goals now, we do need to get grinding on some herb law. 45 is like necessitated. We don't have time to get underground pass done today because we have to start the stream late because I work late on Mondays. Eating them green beans. Today is Monday, so we're probably gonna do this inventory because I've been doing this like in my little time that I can today, and then we're gonna go and do some chaos dudes, probably. Because I need my melees up, like for bigsies, so that we'll be ready to do KBD once we finish everything else. I mean, we won't be ready to do KBD once we finish everything else, but like we can like hard focus that, and we'll have better levels to focus that with. Oh yeah, I started here 60 mining. Yeah, 60 mining and 50 smithing. Maybe 57 magic. It's obviously much more mining levels. Especially if you're going to sell the mithril bars instead of, like, smith them. Give them a little tink-tink, you know? You gotta give them the tink-tink. Then, like, for sure, these not huge XP. I do love stacking up the gems. Because one day, I'm just going to go, like, carved in them, you know? Debating what to do. I don't know. Have some of those chickpea snacks. They're all the rage. They're delicious. It's so sick for gems. Man, like, Dwight wishes he could. He wishes. Oh, family. The first... Like you do what, like 2.5 inventories, something like that, 3 inventories even of ore by doing this method. Well, I guess no, closer to 4 actually. And this is just the first inventory, and I've already got 3 gems. Sell or tink tink? I mean, I will tink tink or not. Oh yeah. It's a difficult choice. Because actually, I'm certain the mithril bars are going to go up a little bit. Because there's no way they like maintain this low price. They're only like 1k right now, right? But aren't steel bars close to that as well? Ooh, that's a lot of stuff. Nobody's selling them? Well, maybe you can get a price then. But think about that. Like, it doesn't make as much sense to superheat steel bars. You should probably just like do them at a furnace. So that's a nature rune and 2 extra coal, and you're only getting 300 extra GP for that. That seems like a way to scam yourself. I think 1.5k would be like the fair price, but I don't know if anybody will buy them for that much. A 1,000 nats into 1.5 mil would be huge. Just make sure you don't accidentally howk them, because I've howked. I can't remember if it's 1 or 2 on accident so far. I've definitely at least howked 1 mithril ore. Yeah, use it on getting hella huge herblores for cheapsies. You've howked 2 so far? At least you're honest. At least you're honest. Man, I'm getting into like the strangest time of the year as a teacher. Especially because, you know, like, I'm a music teacher. So, on the DL, like, everybody thinks I'm not a real teacher. And, like, I kind of understand that. Because I'm not a tested subject. Which I guess gives away that I don't live in Florida. But who do I ever want to live in Florida? Because apparently in Florida, they test on music now in public schools. Which is wild. But, yeah, it's testing season. So, like, a lot of my day is going in and just, like, watching kids. Maybe. This is my first year at this school. And they kind of told me, like, we don't have a schedule for you yet, but also, like, we're probably going to ask you to proctor tests tomorrow. So, like, heads up. And, bro, it's the most boring day. Like, it's not stressful at all, because I don't got to take a test. I just have to, like, tell the kids what they're doing, and then I have, like, 3 hours of just mind melding. Because, right, I could lose my license if somebody comes in and even catches me, like, standing still, right? So I've got to be up and walking and actively looking around. But I'll be honest, I can maybe last 15 minutes of, like, actively looking at what the kids are doing, and then the brain just goes into mode, and I'm 1,000 miles away, and I start to, like, if I'm thinking of anything, I'm thinking of how do I make the most creative route to walk around this room, like, lording over the children's shoulders while they're taking these tests. And man, it's just it's a weird vibe, a weird time to be alive, you know? But then, very soon after, it becomes the absolute best time to be in a school. Because after testing's done, school's awesome. It goes very slow. And I used to work in this district. It was a very strange situation where the district required that every classroom had a proctor and a monitor. And like this state was very strange in all of its requirements. So it had to be 2 people in the room. So usually, like when I'm proctoring, which is like the person delivering the test, it would be to like a group of kids that have like special needs or something like that, or like English language learners, so that they need the directions read out loud to them or something along those lines, where like there's a reason why they can't be with their regular classroom. And then because usually it would just be the teachers would switch classes for the test, right? Because they don't want the teachers testing their own students. But there's one year I remember where I had to. There was like a shortage of proctors, there's shortage of proctors and monitors. So I had to be a monitor for 2 different classrooms. So I'd have to be like on a random schedule of being in each room to keep it like fair with what the state required, because like we had submitted that we didn't have enough people. It was a really weird situation. But I essentially had to like keep myself from like brain going too mush to make sure I'm switching between classes. Bro, why is like, this is the strangest part of my job, TBH. Hello, wife. Ow, my eyes. She turned the light on. Switching back and forth? Yeah. So like, there's 2 classrooms across the hallway from each other. These are 5th grade classrooms testing, and I would have to like pop into one and like walk around for 10 minutes, and then I'd pop into the other and walk around for another 8, and then I'd pop into another and walk around like 50. You get what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't be predictable, is the idea of what they wanted. Because if I'm predictable, then teachers can help the students cheat or something like that. And the whole idea is they want enough eyeballs in the room that ensures that like teachers aren't helping kids get the answer. Who's doing that? Who's realistically doing that? Like, I know that some teachers like it affects our job ratings in some ways, but in most places I've been in, job rating doesn't affect your pay or really your job security in much like genuine of a way. At least the testing doesn't usually. So why would anybody care? Like, the kids are gonna do good or they're gonna do bad. Why am I going to like help the kid cheat, potentially lose my license, be barred from ever working in a school again? Like, nobody's doing that. Nobody's doing that. But I worked in a state that seemed convinced that people were doing that. It's gonna be a long way to, is it 68 smithing for mithril plate bodies? The big goal. Hey wife, what's up? Bye wife, love you too. Yeah, but if you can get to 68, that's the big dream. Because imagine making mithril plate bodies for your alkables. Be rolling in it. That's like a 3K alk, isn't it? High alk 3.12K. It would take months, or just some money up front, which kind of defeats the purpose of it being a way of making money. I mean, the frustrating thing is, probably wouldn't take that, like, the hours probably aren't that big. It's just how many hours do we have to, like, give to this game at this time in our lives. Because probably it'd be like a week of no lifing this game, doing this method, and you would have like all the mithril bars, and it'd be amazing. But ain't nobody got that amount of time to like just no life. The gems this round has been wild. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I take 3 more, assuming I don't get any more gims. I never shuffle around with like the last few inventory spaces. When I've got 4 inventory spaces left, I just fill them up with coal and go. Oh, that's 3. Pick, pick. Is Smith the Tink Tink was mining? Yeah, yep. Yeah, that feels right. That feels right, family. If I do this for like the time that I can sneak in at work or something for the next 2-3 days, I think that'll be 60 magicals, and then I can get the cute cape, which we're conveniently going to replace very soon anyways with the cuter cape. The equivalent of the fire cape in 2004. Hold on, that's a big question. Is Fight Arena 2006 content? Is that like... When did that come in the... When did that come in the game? Or the... Sorry, the Fight Arena, no. Of course it's in the game. That's the quest from 2002. My goodness. Fight caves, that's it. $2005, it's 2005 update. We're good. That will be in the game eventually. So there'll be some decent strength bonus here pretty soon. Like there's no strength bonus really right now, which kind of makes sense. Because I don't think it was really thought of as much of a mechanic until the changes to the combat mechanics with RuneScape 2. And they pretty quickly started adding it in, right? There's one bit of it in a new update very soon. The climbing boots, I think, is in one of the next updates. It's either the next quest or the next quest after that, right? Because you got blah 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 blah. Priest in Peril is pretty soon too. So there's the boots, and then Fight Cave is 2005. What other strength bonuses? I'm wondering. Ooh, there's the Warrior's helmet thing, or the Berserker's helmet. It's 2006 until they came out with the Fighter Torso, right? There's a few on the way in the game. Alright, let's go. What are we gonna do? Oh, yeah, hold on. We've got to do our dailies. Family. Okay. 1, 2, 3, done. And then boom, boom. And then where's... I'm gonna get my troots. Where's my troots? Da-da-da. And then I'm gonna get like 100 coins. Check that out. Alright, let's go to Varrock. Hey, getting fire torso is a wild thing to get, man. Where am I? Oh, I just disassociated for a second. Okay, we're in Varrock. Oh, I forgot we're wearing the Fire staff. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Give me, no. Give me the money out of your pocket, sir. TY. Gertrude, yo. Gertrude. I need more death runes. I need them. Give me my hookup. Meow, my communist cat is traded for death runes because there are death runes. Okay, cool. Let's go do our dailies. Hi, Girth. Hey, Quaddy. Are you going to make arrow tips with those bars? Yeah. We're going to make our first, like, 10,000 mithril arrows. We definitely never had mithril arrows before. We definitely didn't lose a stack of like 5-6k of them. That never happened. It never happened. I don't know why I have my trouties in my inventory. It's superfluous. I'm gonna make ooh, what's this? What's this, Flamley? Ooh, wife is giving me a package. Why do I have a package for? Oh, is this an imported package? It's imported from Towels in France. Baba, see if this lets you play the piano. Myth arrow tips to 68. That's wild. Bloom, bleem, bloom, blom, bloom, bleem, bloom, blom, bloom, bleem, bloom, bloom, blom. Oop. Look at this. You see this? What a world to live in. Oak logs are 50. It's crazy. Hold on. How did they get... What? How you get your... How do they get money years? Are these very talk to oh baby. TY ads. For once you're wanted. You're wanted and you're loved. The loved is always, but once is are you Pac-Man, are you... We talked about how Pac-Man is thick before, right? See what? We need to go back. Oh, we need to go back. Oh, we need to go back. Marty, we need to go back. Oh, baby, we need to go back. What would you do if they're 68? I'm not going to sell them. I'm a nicer guy now. Get off YouTube, though. You don't belong there. Google has drank too much of the Kool-Aid family. By the way, they're gonna add even more ads pretty soon. They give like notifications of these things to people that are monetized on YouTube. They're like, hey, we're gonna make you more money, but it's also there's even more. But also, like, it's disgusting. They just can't stop, man. They just can't stop. How many stringers you got? Like 200. We're doing 100 a day to keep the doctor away because the doctor he slept with our wives. Let's be honest with ourselves. The kid has the same hair color as the doctor, same eye colors as the doctor, does the same weird thing with his finger and his nose, you know? It's clearly genetic. I mean, we'll have 2K in no time, right? Look at that. That's beautiful. If we have 2K of these bad boys, then imagine getting to, what is it, 85 fletch, and making 2K magic longbows and having those to alch. Ooh, baby, the cash money that Shelby had. I don't know why Shelby had all that money, but she should share some of it, you know? Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Blah. Pac-Man was definitely somebody we saw back in free-to-play. So it's wild that they also are here doing this. You would think that this would be where the people that just started the game would come. You know, get some cash out of the veteran players. But maybe it's just all veteran players that are down bad for some cash monies. Dragged in, what a name. Can we stop misclicking though? Like for realsies? If we could actually like drag in our cursor and zoom into the game, that would be huge. I think the next update is where they ruin the game though, and they add the little white outline so you actually know what you clicked on. Why would they ever do that to the game? It absolutely ruins the game. Yeah, now that we've seen it, we're seeing everybody's wearing them, and it looks like it is not a secret in any way. Where's our stringies? Yeah, see that? See that? We're doing 4 inventories a day, a big hundy a day. When is Make X coming? Is that's like early 2005, isn't it? I know it's way before it's way before they add temple tracking. Temple tracking is going to be one of the last updates in the game, I assume, if they continue all the way to 2006. That's like a few months into 2006. September for some skills. Big question is what skills? My kitty is taking my focus away from the flax. How dare you, kitty? I have profits to make, and you are also the portraits, but you're more like a time delayed trust thingy. I don't know enough about finance. Everybody's got the black flowers. Is there like some FashionScape clan that I'm not aware of? And why didn't they invite me? I'm fashionable. Look at my bald head. I'm peak fashion. Floom, fleam, floom, shgloom, shglom, shgloom. I was just thinking about like rares now that I saw the bunny ears.
Bunny ears were like the first rare that was not tradable, right? I haven't played the server in about a week. Seems like everything is rising in price. Yeah. Huge inflation, as there's not a lot of people joining right now. And so there's not a lot of like function at the bottom levels of the economy. People going for 99s, exactly. There's lots of people playing really hard at the top, and not a lot of new players coming in right now to like get some of these things going. I'm hoping that when they get to some of the updates that add a little bit of quality of life, there's more people coming in like grinding out the bottom levels of things, like bowstrings and essence and all that stuff, and to even out the economy. Because like runes and everything, Shopscape is so profitable right now, just because everyone's buying up all the stuff to get 99s. I'll do bowstrings myself for alchables, if with MakeX. Yeah. Do you see how crowded this field is though right now? What a world we live in. I'm being boxed in. Mad toxic. Bowstrings is 300 now. Makes sense why everyone's here. But also, like, the inflation is also helped by the fact that there is actual sources of money now. And then also, people aren't used to this type of gameplay. Because like, RuneScape 4 has ruined everybody. This used to be quite a bit of what, like, 2007Scape was, right? At the launch of OSRS. But essentially, once they put in... well, I mean, Nightmare Zone was really just this for combat, that you could AFK combat. But then once they put in the Zulrah, that really destroyed the meta of doing any skills. Too much clicky? OSRS is OS4? Yeah. Like, OSRS wasn't bad at launch, obviously, because they didn't mess with it. And they've done, like, they've... The thing is, I don't think the team was bad. I think they just didn't care because they assumed the game was dying. And they started putting in updates and then realized that the game works really well when it's updated and people have a reason to continue playing. Reset server of OSRS would be great, but the problem is the updates that they would put into OSRS, it's just, they ruined the game. They ruined so much of the game. And they even kind of acknowledged it a little bit with the Zulrah updates when they tried to scale some of them back a whole bunch. It wasn't enough. It wasn't nearly enough. And the fact they ever decided a drop table like that is feasible for the long-term health of the game. Well, I don't think the thing is they didn't ever think that. The reason they put that drop table in the game is because they assumed the game was dying. And so there needed to be a way for like high-level players to get these resources if there weren't low-level players providing them. I kept wishing they'd do a reset server when they did a God Wars update. That was epic. I would stop there. The problem is, if you stop there, if you stop updating the game, there's no reason to continue playing. You might have a reason because you want to max. But overall, what's the point to like continue once you've experienced all the content, you've mastered like all the content, you've got 99s. At that point, the only thing making you want to continue is like complete the game. Multiplayer online games are dependent upon the trust that updates will come. They have to be, because there has to be new things to prepare for, new things to like look forward to, all that to keep you coming back. Because if you can finish the game, then the game cannot survive. Master all the content takes years if you play 2 hours a day. It's because Ultra Nerds play so much. Yeah. I don't agree. I don't agree with you with it. The problem is the game needs to have people, or it's a downward spiral. Because if you walk through an empty game all day for a week, you start to get depressed about like coming into this game at all. What's the point of playing an online game if there's nobody there? The whole point is that you get to be here with everybody. The rise of streamers at the same time as OSRs came out changed a lot. I think that's a fair take. That's how I feel playing in any world that's not World 2. Yeah, but I really like this setup where World 2 is really crowded. And then you have space to do contested methods in other worlds. Honestly, contested methods are probably better in World 2 in most cases because people avoid it. Iron Man and stuff. Ooh, baby. Give that to me. Get off my genie. Yes, family. I don't hate the concept of Iron Man. But I do hate that there's no point in playing an Iron Man anymore. Again, the boss balancing with the drop tables is just so wildly awful in RuneScape 4. Because why would you ever skill on your Iron Man? And the whole point of an Iron Man, I thought, was that, well, at least you gotta skill, you gotta play the game. Or else you just don't have access to that content. But now, nope, you get access to all the content in an easy way, and you don't have to play the game a certain way, like to experience all the content. Which just makes it feel bad, because, honestly, most of the content I would want to do on Iron Man, it feels bad to do because it's wildly inefficient. You just don't get to experience a lot of content that's in the game. It's there, but you don't get to play it. I'm a bit depressed at times, for sure, in the mining guild all day alone. Well, at least you're not getting crashed. I get crashed, seems like, all the time. I do get this preservation project and all, but I do think the devs wanting to release everything slowly is going to be the downfall. Yeah. But there will be, like, very clear peaks in the player base as new content comes out and people want to do it. I think there's downsides and upsides both ways. Winter Tote to 99 was also a meta. It's such a weird... Like, I understand the desire to do it, because the thing is, fire making has never really had a purpose in the game. It's such a strange skill when you think about it. Like, why does it even exist? Especially when you look back at this era and, like, really, why does it exist? It exists to get 30 so that you can do the one quest that requires it, and everything else, why? Just why? Why fire make? But then Wintertot being the only realistic thing you should do for an entire 49 levels is also really weird. And giving you way too high of rewards for something that's so high of XP is also pretty crazy. I play a lot and I'm still a noob. 540 total level only. In this game? I hope you mean in this game. Because 540 in this game is a lot. Not so much in actual RuneScape 4. Fire making is survival in the wildy, you know? Survival if you need to cook a shark in the middle of nowhere. So true, Flamley. Because sometimes you have an inventory full of raw shark and you're going to get PK'd. You whack out that log. You save yourself. Why are you touching my toesies, wife? Please touch my toesies. What is this? Ah, why do you... Oh, no. Ooh, don't get the corns off your feet with this knife. No. 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 Don't do that. No. Come back here. Do not cut out your foot. Please. Oh, my... Guys, if I end the stream all of a sudden, it's because I have to keep my wife from removing her foot. I enjoy how every skill works with another and you gotta make your own stuff. I do too. I made it 70-50 to stop playing. The game's still fun to me. It's just fun to keep playing because it's a good game. But I understand, like, if you only want to play like a legitimate game, then why this wouldn't be fun. But like, just for the experience alone, this is worth it to me. No PKing. To be fair, I think that will change. I think that will genuinely change once there is a viable meta for PKing. Not doing combat until it changes? What do you mean? Until people start PKing? I'll only do combat if you can PK. That's weird. I mean, I guess some people like it. It's just not my thing. I PK'd in like 2003. You know, I was a weird kid hanging out in Varrock East. Let's do this. We're gonna go back to Varrock, but first, maybe we do Doorscape to 52. You know, it's been a while since Doorscape. Everybody loves a little Doorscape. I think I peaked coming back from a ooh. So I got an easy clue scroll in RuneScape 4. I peaked doing... Okay, this is my method, don't hate. Back in 2003, I would kill lesser demons. I know what you're thinking. That's such a meta for 2003. I wasn't going to Karamja. Flamley, I was not going to Karamja to kill those. I was walking to level 40 Wilderness to 1v1 a lesser demon with an inventory full of apple pie. Filled to the brim. JK, not filled to the brim. Because I would make about like 14 or so, and then I'd just give up on the rest and I'd fill it with cabbage. I still remember my setup. I had an adamant battle axe, a black square shield, steel plate legs, mithril plate body. I cannot remember what helm I had. But coming back one time from my big trip of one lesser demon killed, never got a rune med, by the way. I don't think I got, like, honestly anything. That was a decent drop, but I just figured they're high level, so they've got to drop something. It's just got to be rare, right? And some guy tries to PK me. You know, you're locked in combat for 3 rounds. I think I got kind of lucky. I had a little bit of food left. I was able to take the guy out. I got his mithril plate body as a drop. This is my absolute peak of my PKing career. Did you claim the bunny ears? No, that's why we've got these in our inventory. So once we're done with Doorscape, once we've gotten a level from this, we go and get the bunny ears. Peak PKing. True. We really should have brought our fish out, because he's going to get hungry. He's going to get hungry. He's gonna get hungry. He's gonna get hungry. He's gonna get hungry. He's gonna get hungry. We should go get our fish. My best friend online would fish his own trout in the wildy in between PKing trips. Things we did as kids, man. And so fire making had a use for them, is what you're saying. I remember my older brother would make pizzas all day in the wilderness. He would just make pizzas and then he'd train on those named guys in the bandit camp. Well, one girl. They don't have awful drop tables. They're not good drop tables, but they don't have awful drop tables. Ranging gear, a tinderbox, fishing gear, axe. That's such a good setup. Because I mean, you are able to just like sit there and forever make anchovy pizzas, which is pretty good. Black heather is a medium clue step. See the thought in my brain. I'm a neural net processing computer. Is this scratching anybody else's brain? Just doing it for you, Doorscape. Everybody loves Doorscape. It's the best game. I wish I had friends. Everyone loves Doorscape. Prod the sheep. Prod the sheep. Everyone loves Doorscape. Prod the sheep. Doorscape. Prod the sheep. Prod the sheep. Doorscape. Inspect the fence. Inspect the fence. Inspect the fence. Doorscape. Use the telescope. Use the telescope. Use the telescope. Prod the sheep. Use the telescope. Prod the sheep. Doorscape. Everyone feel good about this? We feel like we're growing as people. Prod the sheep. Use the telescope. Use the telescope. Okay, prod the sheep. Use the telescope. Inspect the fence. Doorscape. Prod the sheep. Family. Prod the sheep. Family. Prod the sheep. Family. 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 Prod the sheep. Doorscape. Prod the sheep. Inspect the fence. Use the telescope. Prod the sheep. Killed Lesser Demon on top of Wizzy Guild a lot. Still never got room med. It's tragic. Tragedy. Prod the sheep. Open the door. Prod the sheep. Use telescope. Prod the sheep. Prod the sheep. Prod the sheep. Prod the sheep. Nope, sir. Prod the sheep. Meow. Communist cat. I did it like 3 weeks ago. Oh. You did it in the game. Okay, I got you. I thought you did it like in the olden days, in the days of yore. Prod the sheep. Inspect the fence. Prod the sheep. There you go. Prod the sheep. Then you prod the sheep. Make sure you prod the sheep. You gotta prod the sheep. And prod the sheep. Prod the sheep. Prod the sheep. Prod the sheep. You gotta prod that sheep. Inspect the fence. Use the telescope. Prod that sheep. Use the telescope. Prod the sheep. Use the telescope. Inspect the door. Fencescape. Matthew, you're not wrong. We did lots of rivets when we inspect the fence. You inspect the fence. And you prod the sheep. Everyone loves Doorscape. Bang on. Fantastic new hit sitcom. Let me just think about my actions here for a moment. Let me think about what I've done. Think about the mistakes I've made along the way. What I'm doing with my life. If there's ever really any hope. We prod the sheep. I just got done with door grind. It's awful. It's such a good grind, man. What are you talking about? This is a great game. Great game, good game. GG. Prod the sheep, then you prod the sheep, and then you prod the sheep, and then you inspect the gate, and then you prod the sheep, and then you inspect the gate. Hold on, this guy wants it. This guy wants it, and I'll give it to him. You want this heat? You want this heat, family? I know you do. I know you do. Opening, closing door on virtual game. What are we doing? Living our best lives. I'll fight you if you say anything else. See, I got a herb. It's all secretly a part of the... It's Marentil. Never mind, I'm never getting 45. It's confirmed by the Marentil drop. Could literally be anything else and I'd be happy, but it's a Marentil. It's like he doesn't even want me to love him. I'm sorry, I was just voicing my wife's thoughts there for a moment. Wife? Are you performing surgery in there? Oh no. She cut the corns out of her foot. She's literally she's insane. I love her. She's insane. From Earth. I'm gonna take the Marentil. Please don't cut your foot.
I have 10 knives here, so...
Why do you have 10 knives?
It's just 10 knives that I bought on Amazon.
What? Why would... Yeah, but why did you need 10?
Because they're a disposal.
Guys, when we miss the stream tomorrow, please call police. Wife bought 10 knives. Please. This is gonna be VOD saved online. Please use this as evidence. Wife has purchased 10 surgical knives. What are we doing? What are we doing, family? What are we doing? I wish that was inspectable. Like, these shelves are so cute. Can I get inside, sir? Let me inside of your door hole. Peak viewership with Doorscape. It's meant to be. Everyone loves Doorscape. It's a hit new game that all kids are playing. Doorscape. 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 Leave KBD. We want Doorscape. This was boring content. Give us more Doorscape. Girthix gonna die. It's so sad. Can press F in the chat and deport Albanian immigrants. Where was that turn of hate against Albanian immigrants? What's going on with this? Oh man, what's his name? The only Albanian I know, and I can't even remember his name. Skanderberg. Can we get Skanderberg in here? Anybody want to do a little Skanderberg? My EU4 players know what I'm talking about. You gotta ally Albania to use little Skandybergs, you know? F for Skanderberg. Ooh, a herb. Guam is literally better than a Marentil. I'll fight anybody who says otherwise. I'll fight anybody who also says wise. I'll just fight somebody. Anybody want to fight? Just for fun? I remember I was a kid. I mean, as we all were, TBH. But as kids, we used to like just go outside and play, right? Like, no adult supervision. It's a weird thing when I talk to like parents nowadays, because they don't do that. Like, it's a different generation where we just like not parented for a few hours every day. Just go outside, come back when the street lights come on, you know? And I went outside one day to see who was out there to play, and only one other kid in the neighborhood came outside to play. And, you know, I think we were both at like that 8 or 9 year old age where like, we're not hitting puberty yet, but there's like that tiny little inkling of like, yeah, maybe there's some testosterone going on or something, you know? And we were just like, do you want to like fight? Like, we're friends, right? Like, it's not serious. Like, I'm not gonna punch you. But do you want to just like fight for fun? And he was like, yeah, let's fight for fun. And then we started going at it. And then, like, his mom came outside. I started yelling for him to come back. And I don't think he was allowed to play with me anymore after that. Because I think that's the last time we played together. Which, to be fair, I did suggest that we fight. And then we started kissing. Very complex emotional day for me. 8 years old was a wild age. I would kiss the homies in middle school. Do anything to impress girls, right? Kissing the homies. I'm sure that impressed the girls. Getting by furious up in here. Let me prod the sheep. Gotta make sure we prod the sheep. Boom, boom. Boys, this sheep is not getting prodded. I don't know if you noticed, but like, my goodness, let me prod you. Let me prod you, little sheepy. What you doing, family? Stealing my XP? Oh, lag. Lag is stealing my gains. Lag, stop stealing my gains. Please. Why you always want attention, family? Can't you just like turn into 10k? 10k would be wild. At least 100 death runes all on your own, family. Just chill on that. He just hopped. Oh no, he's here. What you going? What you doing, man? Can't outclick me? Get wrecked. There you go. I don't tell him. Okay, is he doing the ogres? Is that what he's doing? Why would you fight the ogres here? Isn't it faster to do the ones in Unel? Well, this chaos dude is gonna get it. Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one, family. I'm feeling free and alive. Sometimes expensive. Ooh, 2 herbs. Another Marintil. Do you see how the sun does not shine upon us? But the burps do. Ooh, baby, we got burps. We got burps on burps. We're a big burpy boy. Whoa, yeah, family, we burping. Well, this is a poppin' place, it looks like. Everyone wants to play Doorscape. It's a hit new game. All the kids are playing it. Keep kicking. God. If only there's like somebody here like taking out these chaos dudes, because they keep getting in my line of sight. You just see red and I click. Hey, look, it's a Marintil. Nah, it's a nothing. It's a nothing for now. An unidentified boy. Got a UFH. The unidentified F and herb. Get back on the ground where you belong. Where'd the music go? No, not the music in the music in here. Yeah, music. Yeah, the music. Yeah. You know? It's the dopest music, family. It's good grind music, you know? It's good music to listen to while you download Grinder. You know what I'm saying? For realsies, it does. It does. Gets you in the zone. Gets you clicking on doors. You know? Prod in the sheet. inspecting the fences. Using the telescope. Click more buttons. If I click more buttons, then maybe one day die, maybe as well. You know, existential fear. You know, all go away. That's what we gotta believe in. So we click the door. Then one day we end up on our deathbeds, all alone, staring into the void, not knowing what comes next. Then we prod the sheep. We inspect the fence. And everything's okay. Bum ba da bum bum ba da bum. Oh no. What's the song? This is Autism Voyage. Do you ever wonder how much development they actually got done on Mechscape? Because I wonder about that a lot. Like, was there ever any like playable portion of game that they finished making of Mechscape? Because apparently they devoted a lot of resources to its development. Plot twist, Dragon Wilds was made on the salvage Mechscape engine. I do think that they're making Mechscape on the janky old RuneScape engine. The rune script and all that. Thanks, Brenda. Hi, Brenda. Missed you, Brenda. Bless you, wife. We're gaming, family. We're inspecting the sheep. We're prodding the fence. Ah! Bless you, wife. She doing the big sneezies in the next room. The big sneezies. Did you take your allergy meds? Why didn't you take your allergy meds? And instead you decided to cut out your foot. You know I love you, right? Okay, can you please take your meds? Love you. They make the voices stop, you know? The imported meds. I was about to finish my application to Columbia for grad school, and then I realized it's It's like 25K a semester. Ain't no way I'm going to Columbia. Family. I'm gonna need to win the lottery, and then for some reason decide I still want to work even though I've won the lottery, and then maybe I'll go to Columbia. Give me a nice fancy degree from there. I'm like, how am I supposed to afford 20 Ivy League though? I'm a teacher. Nobody cares that you're a teacher graduated from Ivy League. I think it's hungry. I think I'm hungry, baby. I need the big num nums. Literally not a soul. Question mark? Exact. Oh yeah. Not a soul cares if I'm a teacher and graduated from Ivy League. It's silly. Really, I thought I could be helpful. Okay. Listen. I knew some people back in my time of being in college that went to Vanderbilt because they thought, oh, I'll get such a good education at Vanderbilt to get a degree in education. Yeah, Ivy League is literally just like a way of networking with the children of the elites, right? So that you have access to investment funds, pretty much. That's why poor people want to go to an Ivy League. That is the benefit of going to an Ivy League. It's not substantially meaningful as an educational institution. Largely, colleges as a whole offer some of the worst education possible. Because think about it. The people that teach you in school are trained in how to teach you, like in all of your compulsory education up to then. So you run into a lot of really good and impactful teachers in your way from, pre-K or kindergarten all the way up to 12th grade. Whatever your system is in your country. Colleges don't care if their professors have any at all experience or ability to teach. That is not a prerequisite for being a professor. Prerequisites for being a professor are knowing a lot about your subject area, or having made some kind of meaningful advancement or discovery or achievement in their subject area. So basically, being really good at that thing. Whether or not they have any ability to impart that knowledge, not a concern, right? That knowledge ability, if it is theirs alone and they can't give any of it to you, they're still going to be a professor. So, expecting any kind of quality education to come from university, that's where you should expect the worst education to come from. Exactly. Like, I had so many professors that were incredibly gifted, incredibly skilled and knowledgeable. Worst professors, some of the worst teachers I've ever had. They could not, for the life of them, make any of it make sense to anybody else. Which is not their fault. They never learned how to do that. They never had any reason to learn how to do any of that. So yeah, I big doubt on the Ivy League being anything really, especially in the U.S. College is a joke. It is such a joke that it is so difficult to get into and so easy to pass, right? Rather, to get into a good one. That's the case. That being said, I believe in Ivy Leagues and university. A lot of big institutions that are competitive can be detrimental to students because professors usually only care about their research. Exactly. I think that it's like a fraudulent system in and of itself. I do believe that going to university is a good move in some regards, but I think that by and large you shouldn't care about the name of the university, and that's the really sucky thing is much less prestigious universities have probably much better programs in certain areas because of the professors that they might happen to have there. But it's a matter of researching into those and being able to determine those, right? There are the most prestigious music school that you might be able to think of is Juilliard. Juilliard is not the best music school. That's just a fact. If you want to know, like if you were an actual musician, looking into it, Curtis University is probably the actual, by far, best music school that you could go to for university. Or if you're into something like a jazz area, by far the best is North Texas University. You wouldn't know that if you didn't like research the schools. They're not prestigious. People don't recognize their names like Juilliard. But that, like, the name recognition is what costs money. It's not about the best education, though. Don't take your meds. Don't go to school. Solid take. Solid take. You'll benefit from the culture and the experience of uni, the general education you can get, especially in the arts, but that's also mostly for 18 to 23-year-olds. Exactly. Like, I don't disagree with university as a concept. I really wish it was like really changed as a whole, though, because the fact that it's so unaffordable and such a weird way that it's developed into like a resort instead of a place of learning. Like, I loved having a really nice recreation center that I could go and work out at every day in college, but why do I have that? Why is this stuff that my tuition money is being put towards? Seems like a big waste of money, right? Because people I talked to didn't go to uni. Some takes are wild. Yes. Generally being more educated, more good. I definitely agree with that. But if we want to use it as like a base level, because it seems like that's where we've gotten to, that like basic levels of intelligence come with a bachelor's degree, then it needs to be much more accessible for people to get into. The system is so much a scam. Because like realistically, I don't think most people should go to. Like I'm very glad I did go to university, because like I think it made me a better person in a lot of ways. I didn't 52 Taven, yay. I don't think I would have made a lot of choices I made later in life if I didn't go to university. I would have been much more of a closed-minded person, I think. But hey, that's nice to meet you, but also bye. Don't interrupt my thingies, okay? It's really crazy you're doing that to me. Big time scammer system. So much. Like I was saying that I would be so much like financially better off if I didn't go to university and just like learn to fix AC units or something, be a plumber, and just be hell more money. Hey, do you want to buy any fine clothes, or would you like your bunny ears back? Can I have my bunny ears back? Certainly, here you go. Would you like your bunny ears back? Can I have my bunny ears back? Certainly, here you go. Can I have my bunny ears back? Certainly, here you go. Can I have my bunny ears back? Certainly, here you go. I did plumbing for 3 weeks, not enough. Fair enough. I like fixing things, I really do. I'm a Lego kid. I like taking things apart, putting them back together, that type of stuff, you know? It's really frustrating me that the click to continue keeps going back and forth with their heads. Is that an all the time thing in RuneScape? Or is that just like a this era thing? This was all for naught. This was all for naught. I'm so angry. I only have one head. Why would I ever think to do anything else? Well, at least I'm cute now. It's important that we're cute. $2021K. What? What a wild. 2 mil for 1K feathers. UK family. We'll just take one of these, I guess. We'll probably take our equipment as well because we need to get actual kills and not die. You know. No, you're not coming with me. I need my ring of wealth. Ring of wealth, ring of wealth, ring of wealth. Brush my teeth. I brush my teeth. I brush my teeth. I literally looked at you with my eyeballs. That's how I know that you're such a beautiful wife. Today's the last day? Oh my goodness. And we just lucked into that. I didn't even know that was a thing. So I guess that's how they're going to do holiday event items. They'll just do them that time of the year. Apparently I don't know my password. Meow, meow, meow. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Stop being so communist, man. We know you like Mao. It's okay. So it doesn't have to be your entire personality, you know? Strength. Strength. Hey, guess what? Guess what? You'll never see your family again. Big bones are 150, dragon bones are 800. That can't be right. That seems really low. I guess he is buying, so he's probably trying to merch. Oh, look at this beautiful bald spot boy. Trucky, Trucky, my boy. You know how to look, family. Such a looker. Good cooker. Now, there's one thing I didn't like about RuneScape back in the day is like feeling like you missed out because you weren't able to play a certain time and you didn't get the limited like time item. Aw, lucky. Who doesn't pick up their vials, man? Gotta be wild not to pick up vials. It's literally free vials, you know? Ooh, Haralandi. And a Ranandi. Ooh, baby. Is there no farming yet? Herbler? Herbler no farm? Yeah. What you doing, Flamleys? Why are they not picking up their herbs? Double Harlandis. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby, I love your Harlandis. I wanna get them in my handies. I love me some Hairlandy. Spidey eggs aren't too hard to come by. Well, they're not hard to come by at all here. I can just go pick them up whenever I want. In fact, I'm gonna do it right now. Free XP. Free XP. Drop it on the ground because it's only free XP and nobody wants a restore potion. Man, there's even iron bars on the ground. What do you even want? What do you... Meow! Meow! I'm such a needy little cat. Come on, aggro me, family. Aggro. There's too many people here. Fat natties. Nah, it's a Marantil. You already sell your last cat? Yeah, baby. got me 100 new dim death runes. I think we did it last video, or last stream. We've just been walking around like a catless fool lately. I think it's like 800 we've got in the bank now. It's gotta be. It's a little bit over 800. And like, I doubt I stacked up many from like monster drops before. So that's about 8 dead cats, you know. If we're being honest with ourselves. About the impact we've had on the world around us. 8 meow meows, no meow and no meow. Check this out. Check this out. We've got 2 quests left to go. I'm thinking we're going to try and do Underground Pass tomorrow on stream. Because that'll easily take up like a full like 2.5 hours, just that quest, right? What you doing leaving vials, man? These people are wildin', not picking up their vials. Also have the same bonus too if you ever want to get those. I have ice gloves, obviously. There's definitely no bonus on ice gloves, right? There can't be. That'd be wild if there's a bonus on ice gloves. Yeah, there's like a slight defensive bonus. If you have nothing, they're probably better. They're definitely better than leather gloves, but there's no strength bonus. The steel gauntlets have +2 strength. This is so crowded. 2 Marintils is crazy. 3 Marintils? You seriously? You for seriously though? What is this? This the Marintil corner? You're not allowed to get anything but Marintil in that corner? You make me so angry. You're making me even angrier. Let me PK you, fam. Go deeper in Wildy. I chose to get the goldsmith gauntlets, but it's sad that you can't change them. I think the right answer is the cooking gauntlets. Because by the time you can change them, there's better methods for like making gold bars. So you get the most use out of cooking gauntlets, realistically, out of any of them. And then when it's time to like go hard on gold bars for the XP, you can make X. I don't think it's like a huge difference because cooking gauntlets aren't that good, but honestly right now none of them are that good. Chaos gauntlets are a big ripperoonie, because there's just no good way to get chaos runes since the chaos altar is such a awfully made altar. And cooking gauntlets work on so few things. They're really only useful on like cooking sharks, because everything else is a pretty low level that you stop burning, but sharks are the only thing that you can get to that at this era that don't burn don't burn with the cooking gauntlets at a certain level, but do burn all the way at 99 without the gauntlets. And then just smithing gold is a pretty awful way to get XP right now with no make X. So I think that cooking gauntlets have a limited use. Everything else is pretty bad use right now. But goldsmith gauntlets will become the best, so you can just get the use of the cooking gauntlets for now, and then wait until the goldsmith gauntlets are useful and get those then. Man, just leaving herbs on the ground. It's wild. Who's leaving herbs on the ground? One isn't even a mare until I hate you. Of course, and it gets everywhere. Get wrecked, family. Get so wrecked. Oh, I got the herb too. How do they all get pit on me? Do you think push-ups and sit-ups at home can go a long way? Oh, hold on. What are you? Okay, I've been trying to do 100 push-ups a day. My chest is so sore. If you are engaging in progressive overload, you will see noticeable results in some adaptation in your body. That's just how things work. One to think is crazy. So scary. Okay, I'm breaking down. I'm breaking down. I think we just go see if thugs are as good as they say they are? Because this is crazy. There's too many people here. So progressive overload is where you continually add novel and increasing stimulus to this guy really trying to PK him. An increasing stimulus to your muscle. So, if you in some way every time are challenging yourself in a greater capacity than you were previously, then yes. So 100 push-ups daily, great. Maybe try 100 slower push-ups next day. This is also fallacy. Faster is not harder. You might be exerting more force in a short amount of time, but it's not a greater force load on your muscles. The greater strain on your muscles is more time spent creating tension. So, 100 fast push-ups is going to be much easier than 100 slow push-ups. So, like, if it's 101 push-ups the next day, if it's 100 push-ups that you take, especially on the way down, because you can maximize both sides of it and practice putting in like a lot of force by going quickly up and then slowly going down. Like that's why you might hear coaches ask for that when lifting, because yeah, like you do want to train in some ways to give more force in a shorter amount of time, and that is how you do it, by practicing it, right? By doing a quick eccentric. But the eccentric part of the motion is the best results are going to be from it being slow, save for something like a deadlift or a clean and jerk, or my personal favorite, the clean and press. Used to be an Olympic lift, no longer an Olympic lift, but it's a really solid motion to just hit a lot of power producing muscles in your posterior chain, and then your shoulders as well. Yeah. And so if you're like nervous to go to the gym, or it's too much to ask of yourself right now, or it's not financially feasible to get a gym membership, yeah, do calisthenics at home, but make certain that you're not just treading water by doing a static amount of exercise. To get any meaningful adaptation in your body, you need to continually give yourself novel stimulus and continually challenge yourself in some way beyond. It can be any type of way beyond, but some way beyond what you've previously done. And making sure that you're tracking it in a feasible manner, in a realistic and measurable manner, is how you make certain that you are consistently pushing past plateaus. Because the reason people think that they can't get better at something, that they've plateaued at some part of their physical journey, is because they have not been realistically tracking if they are making progressive overload. Early on, it might be very small. Very late on, it might be very small as you've approached your genetic potential. But continuing that pattern is how you continue to grow. Crazy how that's also true for growth in many areas and growth in life. Yeah, exactly. Like it's a reflection of our evolutionary design, right? You got it. I believe in you, family. Quaddy, you got this. No. It's true, fam. I will say that if you ever get yourself into the gym, it is very easy to keep track of progressive overload. Because It's just, all right, I did 5 reps this time. Next time I'm gonna do 6, or I'm gonna try and do 6, and I'm gonna really burn out on that last 6th rep, even if I can't complete it. I've pushed myself that measurable distance further, or I put 2.5 pounds on the bar extra this time. That type of stuff is very measurable and simple, and you can always make certain that you are keeping to that progressive overload. Hey, 57 heart points. Okay, so thugs aren't bad if chaos dudes are like packed for a minute to come over here and get herbs. Gym would be ideal. I'll try to get a membership soon. I don't know what gyms are in your area, but like Gold's is always good if that's around. I'm thinking about getting into climbing. Climbing is so good for your grip strength. You just gotta be... Yeah, thugs are really good for herbs, apparently. You just gotta be careful about injuring your fingers doing climbing. Because if you get really into it, you start to put some strain on those ligaments in your fingers that they're not really designed to hold. And it's a pretty common thing for climbers to get the ligaments to pop off from like the middle joints, and then you have a pretty lame finger for a while until it like loses that stretch and goes back. But climbing definitely develops your lats, definitely develops your grip strength. If you do climbing for like a year before you start the gym, it'll feel so easy when you start picking up motions like deadlift and pull downs and lat rows. And back day will become your favorite day, which is really good because like a healthy posterior chain is such an important part like of your health and how you feel, and also really important for your aging, because there's no genetic predisposition. That's what I was looking for, the word predisposition towards having a hunchback in old age. The reason people have hunchbacks in old age is because when you grow old, you lose muscle mass. Think we all know that. But you lose it at a pretty proportional rate. So, if you started life, or like you started that process with very little muscle mass on your back, you will end up with a extremely small amount as you age. If you started that process with a decent amount of muscle mass on your back, you will lose that a proportionally relative amount. So the hunchback comes from you were already weak before you got old, now you're super weak. Of course you will get weaker as you get older. Where are green dags? It's crazy that people don't know that. Also worried about only doing push-ups and not doing enough back workouts. It's a hard muscle group to work without any kind of prop or equipment. If you have a park nearby, usually parks have some pull-up bars and stuff like that. Pull-up bar is a pretty good starting point. I mean, obviously you're going to be just hitting mostly your lats and not a lot of your central spinal erectors and all that stuff, or any of your lower back. And your lower back is the really key one that you want to focus in on. That having a strong lower back prevents so much injury in so many areas of your life. My spinal erectors, you don't want to deal with your spinal erectors, ma'am. No. Your spinal, your posterior chain is all the muscles down your back, from your, pretty much from your hamstrings to your glutes, your butt, your lower back, all the way through your back and your neck. Having a healthy posterior chain just increases your quality of life so much in the long run. Like, I'm an old man, I don't feel that old. I can jump around and hop around, dance with my students all the time. I get up and off the ground like 20 billion times a day because my job won't let me have a chair. If the kids sit on the ground, I have to sit on the ground, type of stuff. And yeah, having all that is important to keep that health. Big health, big wealth, you know? Take this stupid trout and shove it into your... Where is that trout? Give me the trout. You let the kids use phones at school this day? Usually they're allowed to have them like after school to call parents for pickup and stuff like that. And so they're allowed to like have them in their backpack but not take them out in class. But this is an elementary school, so like doubt for high school, you know? Shove it in your stupid mouth. Back in my day, if you had one, it had to turn off in your backpack if you were lucky to have it. Yeah. Same for me, and that was in high school. We weren't supposed to take them out of our lockers until dismissal. Alright. Boys. Yeah, my high school was crazy. Alright, it's late. I'm sorry we got a late start to stream today, but, you know, the work. We have to work so that we can continue to eat, because eating is good. We will be back tomorrow, and we're going to try and knock out some Heroes Quest. No, not Heroes Quest. I'm sorry. Underground Pass. I don't know why I said Heroes Quest. We did that, like, days ago. But until then, I'll try and get some stuff done here and some stuff done in the Mins of Moria and whatnot. And until then, I'll see you tomorrow. Make sure that you... hold on. I didn't even put it in. Make sure that you don't do that, because I'm pretty sure the link in the description is actually wrong. It's long and it's wrong because I don't think I updated. Thanks for streaming. You're welcome. You too, family. Thanks for being here. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Like stream, join Discord. Big love, and